Hi friends, today we are going to see how to use option key on your keyboard. So some people will call it as an alt, some people will call it as an option. But okay, where is this button? Let me open my keyboard and click on show keyboard viewer. Here this is called option key. So option key is available on both sides of the keyboard next to command button. Okay, how to utilize properly the option key on your keyboard, that's what we are going to see. Now the first thing is, let me switch off my notification center. While doing this kind of screen recording, this is not a good idea. If I get a message or a mail, a notification center shows the preview. So how to switch off that one? So normally you can click here and then go into your notification off, something like that. Okay. So instead of that, the easiest thing is just simply hold option key on your keyboard and then click on this notification center. So you can see the difference. On the right hand side corner, you can see the three lines right now in a grayed out. So option click enables, option click disables. That's the first easiest one. And the next thing is, if you can go to your Apple menu, normally you'll see something called about this Mac. So once if you click on about this Mac, you know the basic information of your Mac related. So if you are an advanced Mac user, so I'll show you what to do. Okay, normal Apple menu click, you'll see about this Mac. But if you hold option key on your keyboard, you'll see instead of about this Mac, you'll see system information. Once you click on system information, you'll see a lot of other information related to your hardware. So for example, if you click on storage, what kind of storage is available? If you click on USB, where is this? If you click on USB, whatever devices are connected to your USB. So this information, you can get it easily from system information. How to access system information easily? So by holding option key and then click on Apple menu, about this Mac will turn to system information. I double click and open demo folder. Now you can see some file 10.15 Mac OS keyboard. When I drag a file to desktop and anywhere, it actually moves. If I do undo, okay, it goes back. But I don't want to move the file. So instead of that, I wanted to make a copy. So what I have seen, people are using command C, command V. So not required. Just hold option key while dragging, so that you can see the small plus symbol, which means you are making it a duplicate. By the way, to make a duplicate, there are multiple ways. Okay, so how to duplicate files? Okay, command C, command V. That's another way. And right click, you can see duplicate. That's one more way. So this is the second method. Third method is you just saw that one, option drag. That's a fourth method. And you can use another shortcut called command D. So you can see that there are right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 files are there. So look at my trash bin. Right now it is empty. Normally if you delete any file, so command delete, and that goes to trash bin. And if you say empty trash bin, it gives you another warning. So that means it's keep on asking. Okay, let me undo once again. Now instead of using command delete, this time I'm going to use option command delete. So now see what happened. Are you sure you want to delete all the files? If you say delete, without even sending to trash bin, straight away those files got deleted. So this is another way of deleting files, but again there is a small issue. In case if you wanted to change your mind, you can't get it back. The reason these files already got deleted. So make sure that if you are very much sure that the files can be deleted, then only use option command delete. Okay, now the next one. Let me open Google Chrome. Okay, so in case if you want to quit this application, normally you know that one. So once if you go into, you can see quit Google Chrome, command Q. Like that, for any application you can use command Q. But sometimes what happens, if that application is not responding at all. Okay, let me open calendar. And if I wanted to quit this one, normally you can right click and you can see the menu says quit. If the application is opened, simply right click on that and use option, you can see force quit. Okay, the next one, if you go into the top menu bar, you can see right now my battery says 73%. It looks like normal, but how do I know my battery is normal, or do I need to replace my battery? Some kind of information. So normal, if you click, you will see like this. But if I hold option and then click, you will see something else. It says condition normal. So that means your battery is in a good condition. So that's what the advantage of using option button here. And similar thing, of course, for Bluetooth is also like normal Bluetooth, and by holding option button you can see some more information, but the best option is Wi-Fi. Here is my Wi-Fi icon. Normally you will see my iPhone icon and other details, but if I hold option key and then click on the Wi-Fi button, you will see lot more information. In fact, you can see a new option, open wireless diagnostics. Once if you open it, and instead of that, you can just simply go into your window, click on performance. You can see a lot of information related to your signal strength and your signal quality, and similarly signal rate, I mean the transmission rate. So this entire information you can identify between your Wi-Fi chip and your Wi-Fi router. So that whole information is part of your, by holding option key on your keyboard and then click on your Wi-Fi symbol. So that's easy it is. In fact, you can even see Wi-Fi router address also. Okay, anyway, let me delete this one, delete from trash bin. So it automatically makes a file on your desktop. Okay, the next tip is going to be like this. You know that command spacebar always for spotlight. So if you don't remember what is spotlight, you see my previous video which is already kept in the description. So basically spotlight to search for anything. Let me show you a secret here. If I click on .jpg, it shows all the JPEG files in my computer. But why it is showing something not related to JPG? You can see my presentation and something related to iMac at DuckDuckGo. That means still Spotlight cannot do all the things. So what is the additional benefit? So since we are talking about options, so I am holding option command spacebar. So now you look at like, it looks like almost a simple Finder window. No, it's a different one. Okay, next one, let me open Finder windows, multiple Finder windows. Okay, command N, and okay, this time downloads, command N, so which says something about morning codes, like that. So many windows are there. Now normally what happens, you click on the into menu or into button, normally it closes only the selected window. But instead of that, so let me do one more thing. So command N again and click on RK. Now this time, instead of clicking on only the into menu on one button, but hold option key on your keyboard and then click. So what happened now? All the opened windows are completely closed. In fact, this works for minimize also. Okay, let us do, this is a Finder. Instead of that one, let us open Safari. Okay, so by default it goes into your full screen mode. So escape to come out of the full screen. Okay, let me open another Safari window by using command N, and this time I'll open another one, Yahoo, and command N and iCloud. So like different websites. Now instead of closing independently, if you want to close all the windows, I know you have command Q, but command Q quits, and once you use again, all those windows will open up. So I use option and then into. So that means it's not just only for Finder, it closes all the opened windows of any open application. And surprisingly, it works for other things also. Okay, let me open command N, ESPN, and for this window, Apple, like this. So if I minimize, what happens? Hold option key and then click on minimize. So all the windows will be individually minimized. So this is like actually a good feature. So in case if you want to do it for multiple windows. Now another one. So open mail. and okay, escape to come out of the full screen, and okay, open Safari and open calendar. Like that, multiple applications I opened. Now I'm doing, actually by default all my applications goes into full screen mode. Okay, now if you go here calendar, normally you will see hide calendar, but I don't want to hide calendar. I wanted to hide other windows. Let us say I wanted to hide other applications which are right now calendar and mail application. Simply use, instead of command H, if it is a command H, that only the selected one will be sent to hidden mode. Okay, so instead of that, okay, let me reopen Safari, and instead of that, if I use option command H, so except the selected one, the remaining applications will be sent to hidden mode. Okay, so this is another good tip of using option key. Now let us get into pages. Okay, I'll open a new document, double click, open new document. Okay, now if I say shape, so I'll use a shape. So if I wanted to fill the shape with a particular color, you can see that one. Now I wanted to have the similar one. So you remember that option drag. So option drag works even here also. So simply you can option drag if you have selected multiple ones, and then again option drag will work for even here also. So it's a good feature by using option inside a document. Now another super duper feature. So maybe the tip number is going to be the next one. Click on file. You can see it says save and duplicate. Where is the save as? So the save as actually in hidden mode. So you can hold option key on your keyboard. Your duplicate becomes save as. So means normal duplicate. So it's exactly the same name. It says untitled copy. Instead of that, okay, so I'll delete this one. So file, hold option key, and then click on save as. You'll get a full save as window, and in case if you want to change the name and if you want to change the destination, can be done by using the save as option. So this is another feature inside pages. Okay, so command A, select all, delete, and then I'll make another shape. Okay, maybe this time a circular, and let me fill this one instead of this black color. Okay, some color. Okay, now in case if you want to increase the size, you know this, by holding from one side you can make it any shape. I mean basically horizontally or vertically you can change the shape. But if you hold option key, and you see the difference. So basically it is changing all sides, not just only one side. So previously without holding, you can see that it is moving towards right bottom corner the way I'm dragging. So if I'm dragging towards top bottom corner, top left corner, you'll see a different way. But if I hold option, it is going to increase both ways. And anyway, so if you hold shift and option both, uniformly increases on all the sides. So this is another feature which is part of inside an application. So use command Q not to save this one. Okay, let me go into one of this file. You know that by using space bar, you will see them in a quick look mode, but not a full screen mode. How do I see it in a full screen mode? Maybe you can go and click on this button. So instead of that, option and then space bar, it directly goes into your full screen mode. So it can be image or anything. Okay, let me escape, and even if it is an image, some image is there here, and okay, this one, option space bar, directly goes into the full screen mode. So this is how you can use option button even in preview mode. Okay, the next one, in case by mistake if you have selected multiple files and you thought I can see all the information kind of things, by mistake if you do command I, you know this is what is going to happen. You need to close all the windows. Okay, but you know how to close that one? By holding command option button and then click on this into button. But problem is it may not close for all of them. Okay, since it is a get info window. So if it is a normal Finder window, yes, will happen. But how do I see this one now? So instead of using Command I, use Option Command I. So then what happens is, instead of normal get info, you will get a inspector kind of things. It says 15 items are there and 861.1 MB is the total size. So this is another feature. But in Catalina nowadays, they are straight away giving even in the Finder. If you are using an older operating system before Catalina, this feature is much better. Okay, but instead of that, let me show you another tip. Use Command I, you will see get info. But use Option Command I, it shows the inspector window. But then what happens, you can see that when I use up arrow or down arrow, it automatically changes the information even in the inspector window. But see the difference. If I select a normal window, use Command I, and if I use up arrow, see, you will get a ding sound, but you don't get anything. I mean, that information is not going to change. You can see that the information is not changing. Only you can see the information or maybe preview on the right hand side. No change here. But instead of that, if I use Option Command I, this is basically dynamically changes, depends on the selection of your content. Either it can be a video or a still image or anything. So this is another great feature by using the option button. Okay, let me open Safari. Normally you will see Quit Safari, Command Q. Okay, let me do one thing. So I'll open Disney. Another tab is going to be like YouTube, Command T, Apple, Command T, Yahoo, like that, multiple windows. Now you can see that all different windows shows different things. But now if I use Command Q, it's like basically quit. But when I reopen Safari, you will see all the closed windows will reappear exactly wherever you left it. Now, how do I stop this one? Next time when I reopen, they shouldn't reopen. So now this time what you can do is, instead of using Command Q, you can see that Quit Safari, Command Q, but hold Option Command Q. It says quit and close all windows. So then what happens? Next time when you reopen Safari, it opens up with a fresh new window. So it's like an empty window. Whatever you wanted to open, you can do that one. Maybe some people wanted to open always a fresh new window. This is good tip for them. Guys, if you like this video, so please comment, please like the video, and if you have not done the subscription, please subscribe, and please ask more questions related to Mac operating system in comment section. Thank you.